Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really.
Hello my beauties, thank you so much for watching. My name is Pallete. In today's third episode of my how to do eyeshadows for beginners series, I'm going to start off by prepping my lid space. Today I'll be using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Twaffy.
We're living in a baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
And just like in episode 1 and 2, we are going to pat down this concealer until it becomes tacky. And once you're done blending out your concealer, it should end up looking somewhat like this. And right after that, I like going in with my LA Girl Pro Powder. This is their banana one. I'm going to use it on my large shader brush just to set my brow bone area. The reason why I don't set the rest of my lid space is because I use a lot of shadows on my lid and I don't want them looking patchy. Which is also one of the reasons why I just let the concealer get tacky and then I apply my shadows directly on top of just the concealer. For today's look, I will be playing in my NYX Ultimate Phoenix palette, and the first shade I'll pick up on this big blending brush is this yellow one right here. The reason why I am starting out with the yellow shade is because when doing a smoky eye, you really want to build your colors up first so that you can get a nice, beautiful, blown out smoky look. Up next, I will go back into the palette and I will take this red shade right here. This time I will be taking it on this dense shader brush just so that I can get the shade directly and only in my crease area, which is right here. So I'm going to start applying the shade only in my crease area in a packing motion. So what I want to do now is I want to build the color up only in my crease. Now that we've packed in the red, I'm going to go in with my Zoeva 231 brush to lightly buff out the harsh edges.
I'm sure you believe me, but if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No.
So now that that shade is nice and blended and is fading into that first yellow that we laid down, I'm going to go back into the palette, and this time on that same shade of brush, I will take this very dark maroonish shade right here, and this time I'm going to apply it all over my mobile lid. So what you want to do with this shade and with this brush is you want to pat the shade into place. When doing a smoky eye, you really don't want to go in straight ahead with just a black shade. You really want to build your colors up so that your eye look has depth and dimension. And now I'm going to go back in with my Zoeva 228 brush just to diffuse the edges of this shade and to blend it in with the red shade.
Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything.
And now the last shade I will be picking up in this NYX Ultimate Phoenix palette is this matte black shade right here. I will be taking it on that same dense shader brush. When working with black, you always want to go in with as little product as possible at a time because black has a tendency to overpower any eye look if you use a lot at a time. So always go in with a little bit and build it up from there. So what I am essentially doing right now is I am lightly patting this matte black shade where I had that previous shade.
When you're next.
I'm not swiping or anything. I am basically just gently patting, just like you can see me doing now. Now I am packing on most of this black shade at the bottom part of my mobile lid, more closer to my lash line. That's where I want it to be darkest the most. This look was actually inspired by Zoe, I mean that chick that plays Zitalanga on Generations, you know, I always saw wearing her smoky eyes, and she inspired this look. Well, her makeup artist inspired this look today because oh my goodness, can she rock a smoky eye or what? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, my beauties. So right now it is becoming very dark and very intense, so I'm going to stop packing on the black, and I'm going to take that Zoeva 228 brush that we use, blend out those red shades, and I am gently going to blend the black into the reds that we laid down before.
I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a long.
Now for the final step, just think of it as finishing touches. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to pat my brush into that yellow shade, dust off the excess, and I am lightly going to buff it just around that red. And it's this final step. I don't know if you guys can notice, but the whole entire look is popping now, only because I went back in with my first initial base shadow that I used, which was that yellow. For liner today, I'm going to go in with my Essence Super Lost eyeliner.
Even if I told you I could never let you go, I'm not so sure you believe me.
So what I did for liner today was I just drew a straight line along my natural lash line so that I can hide the band of my lashes.
See the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
And now to line my waterline, I will go in with my signature rich purple eyeliner. For my lower lash line smoke, I will go in with all the colors that I went in on my mobile lid. The first shade I'll be going in with is the black, and I will apply it directly on top of my lash line, just below that place where we lined our waterline. Then I'm going to wipe down the brush, and then I'm going to pick up, let's pick up this shade right here.
Another glass and I am going places, makes me laugh above the.
I'm gonna wipe your brush down some more, and then I'm going to go in with the red.
And I don't really care about the music on the dance floor.
And then lastly, we're gonna pick up that yellow shade.
Care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you would say it.
And for my inner corner highlight, I will go in with this gold one right here on the small detailing pencil brush.
Living in a baby, you are.
And if you want, you can always buff it out with patting motions with a big blending brush. And for my lower lashes, I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Primer and my Lash Princess Mascara. Just like that, we have made it to the end of episode 3 of my Eyeshadow for Beginners series. Thank you so much for making it until this far. If you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, I will be sure to link it up in the cards up here. And if you haven't already, my darling, please subscribe to my channel and show your girl some love. I will catch you guys again in my next one. Bye. Bye.